Hello, and you're listening to Want Some Catch Up with me, Clayton Zoka. And today I am going to be catching up with what I've been up to in late July and the whole of August and even early September. Hello, welcome. It's been a while. I do apologise. I've had problems with the laptop and all that kind of stuff. So I'm using the iPad for now until the old laptop gets fixed. So yeah, I apologise about that. So, anyways, how is everyone? If there's anyone watching or going to say anything. Oh, here we go. I'm using my I'm just going to be using my work phone to look at the comments as well and on here as well. Here we go. We've got Meowwood. Hey, nice to be back on Stream Clank. Although I'm glad you didn't stream as I was on holiday, and oh, that was my phone that went off. I'm glad you didn't stream as I was on holiday, and time zones would fuck it up for me. That's all right. Hope you had a nice holiday. I was going to go on holiday, but I had to be back at work like last week. I couldn't think of when I went back to work. So okay. So right, just before I carry on, can anybody hear me? Because I'm using the headset, headphones, not headset. Although apparently it sounds nice and clear on Zoom, so I don't know how it'll sound um, on StreamYard. So just let me know if it sounds alright or if it sounds a bit quiet, loud, or echoey, and then I'll look into it. A Smith, the parody maker. Hey there! I recently saw the Naked Gun 2025 and I enjoyed it. I've never seen any of them, and the fact that McFarlane's produced it, and the fact that it's from the same director as the Chippendale movie. He's from the Lonely Island. I can't remember his name, but yeah, cool. I heard people like it. It's not really my kind of thing, and it doesn't look that funny to me. And I don't know. Reboots and sequels are just some things that I just don't like very often. But yeah, I think it's been in cinemas for like a month now. I don't think it's still playing. I didn't even think a lot of people knew what the Naked Gun was in the UK, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm not interested in it at all. Sorry, I saw Bad Guys 2 like a second time when it came out on that day. So, eh. I saw a lot of films over the last time we were like streaming. I saw Bad Guys 2 3 times. The first time I watched it was at the Light, which was kind of my go-to cinema. Formerly go-to, not anymore. So me and a group of friends saw it there, and on a rare occasion, the fire alarm went off, so we had to go outside of the leisure centre, which is where the cinema is, and there's restaurants, and there's also an arcade and bowling. Oh, excuse me. So we had to go outside and just wait for confirmation to go back in, and I mean, this was literally just as we got into the cinema, and then an employee said, "Right, we have to go outside and wait because there's like an alarm going off or something like that." And there was fire trucks outside. I don't know what the cause of it was, so we went back in. Perfect as rain, kind of. Um, um, and then so they put the pre film lights on, like the big lights that you put on before the reel starts. They were still on like throughout the trailers and adverts and all that kind of stuff. And they were still on when the film just started. And as the trailers were playing, I went out and said, to one of the employees, the big lights are still on. Can you turn them off? And they said, I'll be turned off. I'll be turned off in a minute. I said, okay, cool. It's been a minute, and it's been like 5 minutes. It hasn't been turned off. And then someone went out and told them to turn it off. I assume because it turned off as soon as the DreamWorks logo finished, and then the film actually started. So I thought, okay, fine, good. And then the film, throughout most of it, was very quiet. I don't know if it's the cinema, but the audio is very quiet. About 50% of the time, I couldn't hear what any character could say, and excuse me, and then the rest of the time it was fine. So I really liked it. I really liked Bad Guys 2. I like it more than the first film. I gave it a 9 just for the audio quality. Then I saw it a second time at a Cineworld to see if it will improve with the quality of sound, and it did. And I gave that a 10 out of 10. Probably the best blockbuster of the summer and of the year in my eyes. And then I saw it a third time with my girlfriend, and I loved it even more. So, yeah. I'd also recommend Savages, which is a Belgian. I don't know if it's French and Belgian, but I think it's Belgian stop motion animation from Claude. Oh, I can't remember his second name. The guy who made My Life as a Courgette, which is a really fantastic, beautiful, quite touching, and also very, dark animation that is really wonderful. If you haven't seen it, then I do recommend it. It's really, 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 really lovely, really wonderful, and all that kind of stuff. Savages is not quite as amazing as that, but it's really good. I saw it in the. Yeah, it was Michael Rosen. Yeah, that's my text tone. Ringtone. Well, the ringtone is the Lighthouse foghorn from the film The Lighthouse. Um, no, that was the Michael Rosen. That was like my. That's the notification noise from my text. Anyways, I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, yeah, Savages. Go watch it. It's very, very good. I don't know if it's still showing or not. I think the last time it was playing was actually on World Orangutan Day, and they were playing at my picture house. So I haven't seen the English dub for it. I'm sure the English dub is probably fine. The English dub for My Life as a Courgette was not bad. It was all right. I'll be honest, it was fine, but it was nothing terrible. I don't mind English dubs for like animated films. They're fine. Sometimes you can tell the syncing is not great, but it is what the actors have to do to sync with the mouth movements and that. But yeah, Savages really, really good, very, very cute, very lovely, and even wildly weird for a PG in some parts, but very good. I also recommend Sorry Baby, which is an A24 black comedy drama. That's probably my favourite of theirs of the year. There was a competition thing going on with them where it's called A24 Summer, where basically you get the stamp card and you have to see all the A24 films that are on it. So there's Legend of Oki, Bring Her Back. I'm drawing a blank here. Sorry Baby, Highest to Lowest. I'm genuinely drawing the blank here. Eddington. Hang on, so there was 6. So Legend of Oshi. I said Oki. No, it's Legend of Oshi. Legend of Oshi. Bring Her Back. Um, Eddington. Sorry Baby. Highest to Lowest. What was the other one? Materialists. So those are like the films you have to watch at the picture house. You can't watch it like at the light. And I made that mistake when I got the card, and also I got a membership with the picture house now because I do prefer it to the light. And our view's already gone, so that's kind of a downer. And I said, "Can you stamp for Bring Her Back?" And they said, "Did you watch it here?" And I said, "Oh no, I didn't know." So I watched the very last screening of Bring Her Back, which is a huge mistake. It's like watching Hereditary all over again. Very good film, but also a film that really actually fucks with my head. It is very, very disturbing, but very, very good. Yeah, actually, no, Bring Her Back is quite good as well. And what else is on the list? Eddington is pretty good. Materialist is also good. Legend of Valkyrie is probably the weakest. Actually, the highest and lowest is the one I couldn't get into that much. Legend of Oshi is, visually brilliant, but story wise, it's very eh. But yeah, Superman's good fun as well. Trying to think what else. I saw a preview of Christie. It's an Irish film that came out on Friday. That's really good. Fantastic film as well. I'm trying to think of what else I really liked in the summer that I watched this year. Together was all right. The horror film with Dave Franco and Alison Brie. That was fine. I have the only like big film apparently that's really good is Weapons. I haven't seen Weapons, and apparently that's really good. Same director as Barbarian, which I have seen, and that's all right, I suppose. Oh yeah, I saw F1. I catched up on F1, and pretty good fun. I enjoyed that. I'm not really into F1 as much as my friend, because my best mate is pretty much into F1, and he knows everything about it. So I'll let him be the judge of that. Right, let's see what's in the comments. A Swift, the parody maker. I was playing Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events on PS2. Of course, there's a tie-in game for that movie. It's a good game so far. I finished the bad beginning. Now I'm on to the reptile room. This way to the reptile room! I only know that line because it's said by Billy Connolly, who's in the fucking movie. I'm going to read. Actually, I'm going to read. I'm just going to read it from my phone because there's a dollar sign symbol in front of it. Oh, no, no. No, no, I don't want to do that. What the fuck? Whoa, hang on. Get rid of that. I haven't. Okay, I don't know why I put that there. That's what the dollar sign was for. Weird. I wish I could have seen Savages. Hoping to see Wildwood by Leica, and we'll be rewatching Demon Slayer on Sunday, but this time in a language I can actually understand. Yeah, I think Wildwood got delayed, didn't it? Which is, a terrible shame because I really want to see it. I hope it comes out in cinemas because I don't really want to end up sitting in my bed and watching on streaming, thinking, you know, I'd rather just watch it on the big screen. What does the F in F1 stand for? It must be fuck because if it wasn't, they wouldn't have to censor it by abbreviating it. I kind of joke about that to my friend a little bit. When he says F1, I just say fuck one. I mean, obviously it's Formula One, but I just say fuck one because it's just funnier. Funny, 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 funny. Okay, well that's the film. I mean, there's more I've seen, but those are the ones I can think of from the top of my head. It was my birthday 2 weeks ago. My birthday's been pretty good actually. Sunday I was going to go to a castle. It was a castle. I forgot what it was called. I think it was Ruins or something like that. We were going to go, and then we had to pay for it, and also it took ages to get in, so we just left it and just went home. Went to a pub instead, which I know is not ideal, but it's better than nothing. Uh, I went to two beaches. I went to a small beach, I think in Norfolk. I can't remember what it's called. That was okay. Yesterday I've been to Southwold, which is a nicer beach with a pier. It has I think it has an arcade there as well. They have fish and chips. They have ice cream. It's a beach. It's like Cromer. It's like Hunstanton, all those kind of places in the UK. I've also what else did I do? I went to Milton Keynes, which is renowned to be one of the biggest shopping centres in the UK. I love going down there. Going down to Southport, gonna have myself a time. Although I said South Wall, but not South. Ah, right. Yeah, I see what you did there. Also, Chrome is a funny name for a beach. Yeah, and also that's not how you spell Chroma. It's Cromer, but that's funnier. I have not seen the F1. I've not yet seen the F1 movie. Try and watch it when it's in the cinemas because it is pretty good. It's better to watch on the big screen than on Apple TV and all that kind of stuff. It is pretty good, but I wouldn't say it's amazing. It's fun to experience. Hello, hello, King CB, the M&L and Radifer fan. I don't know what that is. I forgot what I was talking about now. Oh yeah, beaches. Yeah, that's been pretty good. Oh no, I went. No, Milton Keynes. Yeah, been there. They have a nice shopping centre there. That I just like to go to there. I like going there. It's just nice to look at and just nice to walk around because my shopping centre is just mainly kind of I'm so used to going there all the time and places are closing down and that's not helpful, is it? But Milton Keynes is very nice. We went to the Escape, which is like a little leisure area. They have like an escape room. They have arcades, bowling, the biggest Cineworld there. I love that Cineworld. It's so good. We saw Nobody. Me and my mum saw Nobody 2, which wasn't planned or anything. It was just starting and then we just went in to watch it. That was all right. That was like fine. I like Nobody 1, but Nobody 2 was just kind of more or less the same. But it was fine. What else? Oh yeah, some of you might know, some of you might not know, but I've got a girlfriend. I am in a relationship with someone. I've been with her for where are we now? So we're in 7th of September. So this would have been 3 weeks exactly today. I've been with her for exactly 3 weeks. It's been the best. It's been life changing. It's been the best part of my life so far. I absolutely love her. She's been like she's been really supportive and she's been wonderful and helpful and she's beautiful and I love her very very much and she's just the world to me and I'm so grateful that I'm this lucky to be with her. You know what I mean? And yeah, so we're still together. We're still talking and chatting like couples do and all that, meeting up, all that kind of stuff. But she only lives like an hour and 30 minutes away from me, so that's the only problem. But we still talk and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, that's probably been my favourite present in my birthday. Just finding a girlfriend, and I did. So happy, happy, happy. Okay, right. A Smith, the parody maker. I played Quantum of Solace on Wii 2 days ago, and it's looking great so far. I've so far completed the first 2 levels, which are White's Estate and Siena. Hmm. I'm now on the Opera House. Cool. Sounds alright. Dappy Cortez, hello, welcome, welcome. I'm currently outdoors due to the fact that there is a festival right now. Nice. Right, who's this? Aaron Woodward. Experience on X. Okay. Hey, bro, I don't know how you do social media, but you're supposed to be social. This ain't about getting on. What? I don't know how you do social media, but you're supposed to be social. This ain't about getting on here. Talk to a friend about engaging with people. You've got to be engaged with people. I don't know what you're talking about. This the whole point. The whole point of this stream is just to talk and just connect with people. So I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but that's not very helpful. So sorry. You've got to be engaged with people, bro. Well, unfortunately, if you're not finding this engaging, then go watch something else. All right, I'm not stopping you, and I'm not stopping this. All right, this is what I want to do. Do what you want. I'm not your parents. I also saw Freaky Friday 2 days ago, and it's a great sequel to the first one. I don't know. I've not seen the first one. I don't care for the second one, or even the first one for that matter. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's a okay film. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't know why I went to that. Okay. Well, I mean, that's really all that's been happening in August. There's been a few Been a few hiccups here and there in the past few weeks, but it hasn't been too bad or anything like that. So it's been fine. So all right. Oh yeah, projects. Progetti Wetty Etty. I have recently animated a short film which I have submitted to a couple of film festivals, which is very very cool. It's not out. It'll be out probably next year if it gets selected. If it doesn't get selected for either of them, I'll upload it probably next year at some point, but I don't know. It depends because I don't really want to show it just yet. Um, but you can watch the trailer on YouTube. Or if you're in Cambridge, come to the Cambridge Film Festival or the Cambridge Short Film Festival. If it's playing there, which I don't know. I don't know if it's been selected or not. I don't know, but it'd be nice. The a distance away project is put on hold at the moment because the iPad I'm using is not really compatible with animating. I can probably use Procreate on it, but then it just kind of just gets a bit flimsy and all the rest of it, which is not a good sign. And probably do the official episode to Epic Eric probably. I don't know. I'm probably going to do shorts with that. I'm not sure, but I will do the. I haven't written the script for the first episode. I know I said I'd do it soon, but life's been very busy, and I can't do the Where the Wild Things Are review as well. So I'm going to be doing. I mean, the only one I've been kind of active about is Little Howard's Big Question. I kind of want to do that, even though it's very straightforward that what it is what it is. But I really, really like. I really want to talk about that one. I don't know. It's so underrated. Not enough people talk about Little Howard's Big Question. No, not a lot of people do. And the Angry Kid review is doing well, so why not just do more obscurity shows and stuff? So I might do that one next, just to see where it goes and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Where the Wild Things Are put on hold. The Distance Away is definitely put on hold for now. It won't be like delayed indefinite or anything like that, but it's put on hold just for the time being. Yep. The fuck are you on about, mate? He has plenty of friends and a girlfriend, probably because he doesn't spend his time leaving dumb comments online like you. Agreed. I couldn't agree more. Okay, I'll let you do that. The next films I'd like to see at the cinemas are Downton Abbey, the grand. I can't speak. Downton Abbey, the grand finale, the first three Pirates of the Caribbean films. Wait, what? Spider-Man, GoldenEye, and A Big Bold Beautiful Journey. Are they re-releasing Pirates, Spider, and Golden or something? If your local cinema screened a mystery indie animated film, where would you only find the? Wait, what? Hang on. I can't speak today. Hang on. If your local cinema screened a mystery indie animated film, where you would only find out what the film would be when you go into it? When you go into the screen, would you go to it? Yes, I would go to it. I have been to a mystery screening before for The Substance, and that was a that was a big surprise. Yes, I would go to that. I would 100% go to that. It's always a nice surprise to see a film that you just don't know what you're seeing. Um, and I should know. I saw The Substance, and that was a mystery screening, and that was one of the most interesting films I've seen. That really kind of fucked me up. Bring Her Back is sort of like this year's The Substance when you think about it. Oh, and then the film turns out to be Where the Dead Goes to Die, and the cinema doors are closed, so you cannot are locked, so you cannot escape. Oh dear. Is there going to be any like restraints or anything to stop me from moving my head? And will there be like one of those like little whatever those things are to open the eyelids, so that way I can't like close them, like in Clockwork Orange? If they have torture devices in there for me to stop myself from escaping, no, I think I'd be fucked because I don't want to fucking look at that movie again. Good God. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, Walked into that one. Fuck. I had a funny feeling it'd be something like that. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, just gonna go and do something. Just be right back. I won't be long, so BRB. Oi. So what you written there, boy? Quick, my God. As immature as ever. Hang on. I put crisps in this bag. There we go. Really salted. Lovely. Right, let's get back to this. Sorry, I had to do something. When I saw Babe for the 30th anniversary in April this year, how am I not aware of re-releases? I mean, to be fair, the only three I've watched was It's Such a Beautiful Day, Shaun of the Dead, and Fantastic Mr. Fox. The BBFC on the website at first said you, but the cinemas changed their mind to PG. It's probably the same thing with Watership Down. Yeah. The same thing happened with the original Star Wars trilogy from 1977 to 1983. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Interesting. Now they're playing Mamma Mia by ABBA. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no one likes ABBA. Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration. I don't like ABBA, but they are not great. They are the worst. If you catch my drift. Who here has watched K-pop Demon Hunters? Because that's taken over the world by storm, hasn't it? It was in cinemas for like 1 weekend, and I missed that. That's a shame. Mm. Who is your least favourite Monkey Dust character? Oh, least favourite? Hmm. I haven't watched it in a while, and the only ones I can remember who are like ones I quite like is Ivan Dobsky, the Beat Safe Murderer, who ain't never done it. I quite like him a lot. I like them. I like Clive, the Pedo Finder General. You have been pedophiled. I like the the rubbish terrorists, aka the prequel to Four Lions. I'm sure Four Lions was inspired by Monkey Dust. It had to be. So least favourite. Oh, I'm gonna have to think. Let me have a little think about this because I actually don't. Um, I'm not sure. I mean, there are a few like gags and jokes and like sketches that are not very funny. In the second season, I think of Monkey Dust. I can't. Least favorite. I don't know. I have to look it up. But there's so many characters in Monkey Dust. There's loads. Do you like the collagen guy? Oh, Jet. Not really. No. There's a few funny ones with him, but not really. No. It's just kind of the same old bit every time. Yeah, not really. Right after I saw Babe, I saw Wallace and Gromit. Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were Rabbit in the same month since rabbits have something to do with Easter. My God, you're busy with cinemas, aren't you? That's kind of admirable. K-pop Demon Hunters is pretty good. Yeah, I think that too. I don't love it as everyone else does, but it's pretty good. Yeah, a few of my friends saw it at the cinema and they can't even stop playing Golden, and that's not a bad thing because I think that's the best song in the film. It might be an unpopular opinion, but yeah, it's a really amazing song. I like the whole soundtrack. It's not one of my favourites of the year, in terms of animated films or films in general, but I think it's pretty good. And I have a feeling if I watch it again, I'll probably really, really like it more. But for now, 7 out of 10. Clank, how would you feel if your clone? Clank, how would you feel if your clone? What the fuck are you on about? Hang on. How would you feel if your clone back into the stream to repeat your quotes? What are you on about? Elaborate your question, meow word. Oh, if your clone came back into the stream to repeat your quotes, are we talking about quotes from like Streamorama, Question Time, and all that kind of stuff, Read and React, or just in general? Clone. That's right. Oh, I remember now. Yeah. Mm. I think I know. I think I remember now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There was a clone. Yeah. I can't remember which series it was. I think it was Streamorama. That series is 4 years old. Oh my god. That reminds me. I was listening to one of the highlights the other day, and Meowd was in it. And we were talking about Mitchell's versus the Machines, and he mentioned something about K-pop demon hunting. Has he predicted the future? No, he didn't. It was in production at the time, and I realised, I thought, oh, that's K-pop demon hunters. That's what he was referring to. Weird, huh? I don't know how I'd feel. I'd probably feel a bit weirded out because I don't go back to Question Time, Read and React. I don't go back to. I do watch some of the highlights from Streamorama just purely out of background noise, but not much. I wouldn't go back to Streamorama really. I wouldn't invite anyone onto want some catch up. I might do guests. I might bring on a guest. Maybe I don't know, but I need to get my laptop fixed for that. Doing it on tablet, I don't know if that will work or not. But yeah, I might bring a close friend or someone I know very well onto here. I won't, make it an open invitation for strangers and people who I don't know because that's happened a few times in the past. And let's just say it didn't go according to plan. Let's put it like that. So okay, so least favorite Monkey Dust character probably the cottaging guy. I don't know. Don't can't think of any that I dislike. It's probably the couple who are. Oh, yeah, yeah, Jeffrey, yeah, that fucking. Yeah, what the. Yeah, that was fucked up. God. Okay, let me just look up Monkey Dust characters because I cannot remember them all. Okay, right. Labia, Clive Pringle, I like. Okay, Clive Pringle's pretty good. Ivan Dobsky, like him. The elderly couple. That one. I like David Baddiel. That one's quite good. Daisy Harris press conference. That one's pretty good as well. Oh yeah, I do like the divorced dad, but the kid's annoying in that one. The cab driver, pretty good. Chat room pervert, pretty good. The Basido intellectuals. Um, don't remember them. Oh, Jeff, the first time cottager. I thought, yeah, Jeff. That one I'm not too keen on. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'll just go with Jeff. I'm drawing a blank on what Monkey does characters I don't like. I'm sure there's a few I don't like, but his stuff I'm not huge on. Like, what is your favorite Family Guy clip? Favorite Family Guy clip? 1 second. Food for thought. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, just give me a second. What the hell? Yeah, my favorite clip is when I see when Rosie, the comedian, the autistic comedian Rosie Jones appears on screen for like less than 5 seconds. That's my favorite clip. Meow sent me something that was amazing. It was a masterpiece. I think my favorite is probably the scrap one, the one where we see. I think this was when Ice Age 2 was coming out, and then we see Peter going, "Bad squirrel, those are my nuts, my nuts." I like that. That was my favourite. I do like the Wes Anderson one as well. There's a few, but that one that Meow had sent me is my favourite because I just saw Rosie Jones. Who people apparently do not like, apparently, because she makes fun of disabilities or whatever. But I mean, personally, that's the whole point because she is a comedian. I mean, if someone made fun of me as a comedian, I'd happily grace them. If Jimmy Carr, the gracious Jimmy Carr, roasted me, I'd happily take it. But yeah, that's my favourite Family Guy clip. There's a clip made during that time period where Slid the Sloth, Sid the Sloth introduces the show after an ad break and says, "Violence in movies and sex on TV." Yeah, I've seen that as well. Yeah, very very strange to have a family film character say that, and also have a family film character to be in that. Remember when Ice Age was good? Me too. Mm. Okay. I'm trying to remember what else I've been up to. Oh yeah, um, there was a film that I wanted to speak about briefly, maybe for a wee bit. I don't know. There's an animated film called Fixed. I'm sure some of you know what it is. It's that raunchy animated adult comedy by Gendy Tartakovsky, who made Dexter's Lab, Samurai Jack, the Hotel Transylvania trilogy, as in he didn't direct the fourth one. That and what was the weirdest moment I experienced in Two Soulmates? Oh, there's been quite a lot. I can't think of any because a lot of it is a bit more personal because that's more like personal meetups and that. Probably a friend of mine who some of you might or might not know, which I won't say. I'll just say Elton John because he dresses up as him. Those have been the weirdest moments and probably the worst ones. Anyways, yeah, Fix. Weirdly, I'm probably one of the few people, excuse me, on the internet to probably say that it didn't look bad. A lot of people really hated on it. It was like the Smurfs all over again. The internet just seemed to have an obsession with hating anything that was weird or cringe. And while Smurfs is actually bad, it is a terrible, formulaic, by the numbers, boring fucking kids film. Fixed is not good, but I can't say it's the worst thing I've seen. Um, yeah, I don't think it's as bad as how people say it is, but it's not good either. The animation is obviously the only real star of the film. It really shines. I really like Gendy's style. It's very, very cartoony, but he has an understanding of how to use the cartoony style in his stuff, like Hotel Transylvania and Samurai Jack and all that kind of stuff. Fixed visually looks fantastic, and there's some good voice acting, a few laughs here and there, and I do kind of like the soundtrack as well. Outside of that, there isn't much else to celebrate about it. It's like Sausage Party, but technically worse. If Sausage Party had better writing and worse animation, Fix is like the polar opposite. It has better animation and worse writing because the film's just kind of raunchy and they all say fuck a lot. And it's a Sony Pictures animated film, and I think the first adult one. Sausage Party it is by Sony, but Sony Pictures Animation was not involved in that, so that doesn't count. And even then, that's weird. Do you think Labby would fit well in Fix? I think he'd probably be fine in Fix. He wouldn't be out of place because he's just as weird and creepy and perverted as the rest of the dogs in that film. The weirdest choice, the weirdest thing in the film is Idris Elba's in it. Like, I mean, you got Adam Devine, Bobby Moynihan, Fred Armisen, fucking Beck Bennett, Catherine Hahn. You got these like comedic actors, and yet Idris Elba's in it. It's like that's a weird choice. Could have got Ricky Gervais or like, I don't know, any Jack Whitehall or someone, but Idris Elba's not a comedic actor, so to speak. He's an actor. Weird choice. Fix is a very weird film, and not like The Lobster weird or It's Such a Beautiful Day weird or anything like that. Or there's nothing uniquely weird. It's just plain weird. I like weird films. I watch art house stuff. I watch Yorgos Lanthimos films. They are weird, but they're wonderful. Unique, interesting, makes you think. Fix is just the regular, by the numbers, run of the mill, just average, weird film that's just not that funny. If I would only watch it for the animation because the animation is amazing. It's sad to say that it is wasted on a really kind of a nothing movie to me. I don't think it's bad. I think it's just not very good. I'd probably give it maybe a 4 out of 10. There was going to be a 5, but then by the end I thought this film just kind of gave me a headache and it was very annoying. 4 out of 10. But if you want to watch a really good animated series, or animated anything on Netflix other than K-pop Demon Hunter, Long Story Short, which is this really charming, really engagingly funny and relatable, and also unique series by Raphael Wackberg, was it? Hang on, Raphael Bob Rackberg, Wackberg, the guy who made BoJack Horseman, which I absolutely love. I love BoJack Horseman a lot. So long story short, it's 10 episodes of a dysfunctional family. It takes place over a few decades and a few years. 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and even present day as well. I recommend that. The animation style is absolutely fantastic. It looks great. It fits. The voice acting is very, very suitable and naturalistic. It's very funny, touching, unique. It's not quite as deep as BoJack Horseman, but there is ideas and philosophies in there that people can probably gather from it. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing series. Fantastic. I do recommend that. That one's really good. And that's the first Netflix series I've watched, original Netflix series I've watched in a very long time, and I can't think of the last one I've watched. Cuphead, I've watched most of it. I haven't watched the last half of the episodes. Maybe I should probably finish that. I don't know. But I think the last one I watched all the way through, I think, was BoJack Horseman anyway, because there's not much on Netflix that interests me. Thursday Murder Club, maybe, because I like British films, but I've never read the book. I do like Richard Osman, but I don't know about that. But other than that, not much. Yep. throw some questions if anyone's got any. Any questions? I'm eating ready salted from Walker's. Mmm. Oh, delicious. Just can't beat them. Good old Walkers, eh? If anyone's got questions or anything, or if they want to share anything that's been going on, just put them down below. I'll just keep chatting about random shit, and you're gonna love pooing them out later. Oh, meow, you sick bastard. Give me a second. I'm just gonna lie on my bed. I'm on my bed. I'm not on my desk because my foot aches from work. Finally back home with Daphne Cortez's home. That's fantastic. I'm just gonna put it flat like this in front of me. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Okay, now, well, I can't see the chat on Discord. StreamYard, so I'm gonna have to use my phone. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention as well. I've also got a new car. I got myself a new car. Oh yes, sirree. It is a Seat Leon hatchback. Um, because the last car I had a tire pressure accident, and I had to get a new one. And so that car is brand new. It's brand new, and it's been a lot easier to drive than the last one. Let me tell you. Oh boy, isn't it so much easier? I had it for like a month, like just over a month. So good. Yeah, it's just a lot easier and it's more up to date and all that kind of stuff as well. What festival did you go to, Daphne? 'Cause I don't think you said. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. The perks of waking up early for road trips is the opportunity to sleep in. Hmm. But what festival did you go to? Because I genuinely want to know. I'm a man of curiosity and a man of nosiness. Mm. Yeah, it's a bit hot. Maybe I'm just sweaty. I don't know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just talking into my mini fan I've got here. Yeah, any questions, anyone, just ask me and I will answer them. And I will ask you anything as well. If you've got any news or anything like that, just share them. Sharing is caring. What's the weirdest person you've ever seen in a restaurant? There's a lot. Hang on, let me just go to Daphne first. There's a lot of Italian culture since the neighbourhood is predominantly Italian. Oh, so it's like an Italian festival or something like that. Right, gotcha. What is the weirdest person I've seen in a restaurant? Weirdest person, right? Okay. Oh, okay. Weirdest person. Probably a homeless person acting a bit dodgy. I know it's not nice to like make assumptions or discriminate, but I have this photographic thing where I can just tell who they are just from their appearances, and whether that's true or not, I don't know. I think the weirdest one is just seeing a homeless person I think it was in McDonald's or in one of the Green King. Green King is a brand of UK pubs. I think I saw one in there who was walking up and down, and then he got thrown out because he was being homelessly weird. I don't think it was that. I think it must have been in McDonald's. I think. Yeah, I think there was a homeless guy in McDonald's because there's a lot of homeless people in Cambridge, and it gets a bit intense at night. I don't help the homeless by giving them money because they might use the money for something. I'll probably get them a sandwich or a drink, or if they got a dog, I'll probably get them dog food. But otherwise, I just tend to avoid them because I have this kind of pressurized anxiety around people because I don't talk very much to people out and about unless it's like of any insignificance. Like if they have a nice shirt on or if they're talking about something maybe, but they I only talk to people if they talk to me first. Or if I'm with friends, it's probably a bit easier. So I'll probably say the weirdest one was maybe when the homeless guy walked in and tried to buy something from McDonald's. I didn't see what happened because I saw him and I was like, right, no, I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want to see what happens. I do want to see what happens, but I just rather go and eat. Was there a school bully? Was there a school bully in your school back in the day? Well, yeah. Actually, I shouldn't say yeah. I was going to say, well, yeah, we all do. Actually, that's not 100% true. Not everybody was bullied in school. Was I bullied at school? I was teased. I wasn't bullied. It wasn't like kids who like rip my lunch up or kick me or anything like that. No, they just kind of just tease me. Um, are we talking about primary school or secondary school? Or as I just realised recently, people call it high school, which is a weird thing to call secondary school. That's just how British I am. Because secondary school and also primary school, I never had bullies per se. It's just more like people just teasing or anything. I think there's been a few points where I have been knocked off a climbing frame from someone, but it was more like by mistake. I think that was in primary school. Yeah. I also had to run in with someone who claimed to be homeless, but was in nice clothes. She kept begging me and my sister for a $20 banknote. I should probably think because she needed to be in a meeting. Like, bitch, that's a you problem. I had a few people walk up to me and say, "Sorry, can you spare me some change?" And I'd just say, either I say no or I just say, "Sorry, I haven't got any change," which I do, but I just don't want to interact with them. They're just saying like, "Oh, God, and then start acting religious by saying, God bless you and all that." I'm like, no, no, thank you. I have given a homeless person a £15 like 7 years ago. I shouldn't have done. What was it, 8 years ago? Hang on, hang on. Yeah, 7 years ago. Yeah, which I didn't really want to do, but because we were just being friendly to him, we just gave it to him. I really want a Grand Theft Auto movie to happen in the future. There's a Call of Duty movie that's going to happen, directed by Spielberg, which is a very strange choice. Imagine one day when you're out with with your best friend, a boy who was mean to you in school to you dressed came up to you to dress in a woman's clothes and said your mate looks fit. I would be a little weirded out, but then I'd be unfazed. My God, you're coming up with the most randomest things. I like it, Howard. I wouldn't be unfazed because I don't mind people being transgender or non-binary and all that kind of stuff. I know a few people who are non-binary, and not just from Meowth server. I know a few people on Instagram, in the Soulmates, and also in real life. So I wouldn't be unfazed. I'd be a bit like, oh, I'd be a bit like, what's the word? Not put not off put not put off by it. I'd just be a bit surprised, but like, oh wow. But I wouldn't mind. Although if it was although weirdly in the question, if it was someone who was mean to you in school, I don't know, I'd just be a bit weirded out at first. Me and my sister had to walk so many blocks away from home to avoid her in case she physically attacked me or my sister. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Because violence is not to be indulged in any way, especially to autistic people. Because I saw a video on Facebook, and then yes, I do use Facebook. I don't use it as much because Instagram's just way better. But I shared something that was about a man uh, being racist to a non-verbal autistic lad. He was just kind of um, sitting down waiting for his carer or something like that. Or the person filming was his carer, I think. He was playing loud music because he might have been a bit stressed or something, and that I can't even watch that again. Oh, it was disgusting. It was like absolutely devastating because the way people treat autistic people is like they're different and they think differently. That may be so, but we're human as well. We're people. We deserve to be treated like people. If anyone hits or you know, makes fun of my girlfriend, I will be on their fucking asses. I will make sure they'll get a proper good hiding. I wouldn't beat them up. I would just calmly control the situation. Unless it gets worse, that's different. Because she's the love of my life. She's just made me the most happiest person ever, and I don't want anything to happen to her. And also, she has ADHD as well, which doesn't help either, but that's just how she is. Weirdly, we have a lot more in common than I thought, which is weird. But yeah, um, it's not nice. The most recent example I can think of was me and my friend were in a cinema. And my friend does talk a bit loud, and not like as in like on purpose. That's just how he talks. And then one person in front told us to keep it down. I said, "Sorry, this is how he talks." But after that, we were both just quiet afterwards because I didn't want to get up and say, "Excuse me, don't talk to him like that." I don't want to make a fuss. I'm a person who just keeps to myself. I don't cause drama. I don't cause conflict. I just keep to myself. I don't want to make things worse. You know what I mean? It's hard, but if anyone like harasses or be's rude or like calls my girlfriend this and that, I will not tolerate it. Like I will, I will say words to them. I don't care if I get kicked out. I don't care about any of that. I want her to be safe. I want her to be happy. I want her to be, you know, herself because she means a lot to me. And I know I've been with her for 3 weeks, but she's just made me just delighted and happy. And also just to remind me that I'm finally with someone. I haven't been with anyone in so fucking long. The last one was like nearly 5 years ago. I did try to go out with someone last year, but they were moving to Ireland and they weren't ready for us. So I said, fair enough. Fair dues. How would you? Hang on a second. How would you feel if one day a member of Social Summers kept excitedly yelling, "The truth of is a lemon, my lemon what? Hang on, mir, mir, what the fuck? The truth is a lemon merigue. I don't even know what that is." In everyone's face, randomly midway through a group conversation, I would probably be a bit. At first, I'd probably be a bit weirded out because Well, first off, I don't even know what the fuck that means, and secondly, if someone told me where it's from, I'd just go, oh, and then just move on because I don't know what that means. I once tried to discalate. I don't know. I can't. I can't fucking read. Some argument on Discord only to get an insult so hurtful that I legit start crying. In 2 weeks, will mark an entire year since that happened. Well, again, I'm very, very sorry that's happened to you. That video of that autistic being verbally abused sounds horrible. And if anyone ever disrespects a friend in front of me, I would kill them. I'm exactly the same. If anyone ever disrespects my baby girl, which I mean, I refer to her as babes. I'm good with nicknames. I call her babes, baby girl, sweetie, sexy even as well. But yeah, again, if anyone does that, I will not tolerate it. I will actually, you know, I won't throw a punch. I won't do anything. I don't want to shout. I don't want to cause a fuss. I just want them to know that what they're doing is wrong, and I will not tolerate it. Last thing I want is her to like be uncomfortable, sad, and all that kind of stuff as well. So I don't, you know, I always look out for people, and I'd rather if they look out for me as well because I rarely get asked if I'm okay or not. Me and my girlfriend had a little conversation today about there was an incident that happened on the coach back from Southwold, and by the way, we both went to it, and it was lovely. I love spending time with her. She's just amazing, and she's been yeah. I know I keep boasting on about her, but I love her so much. She just means so much to me. I don't. I'm not saying I genuinely mean it. She spent a lot. She dedicated her time coming from uh, Peterborough area all the way to like the Cambridge area, which is an hour and 30, just to see me. She went on it's a mini holiday. She was staying at an Airbnb in my village, but she spent all that time coming all the way from there to see me, and I think that's wonderful. I think that's fantastic. I think it just makes me so happy to see someone who's dedicated to spending more time with me, and someone who seems genuinely happy to be with me. It just means so much. And it's actually a birthday in 2 days, so I'm actually going all the way to her, and I'm going to stay over. I did ask for time off work for um, the Tuesday, the Wednesday, because her birthday's on Tuesday. I'm going there after work, and then I'm going to stay there for the Tuesday and meet her, the rest of her family. I've only met her mum. I haven't met any of her other members. I know she has a brother. She has a dad as well. And a few nans coming as well, so it'll be interesting. I've never been to that part of where she lives, so it'll be interesting. But anyways, there was an incident that happened on the bus, and if you don't know me, I am someone who cannot deal with loud noises very well. Cinema does not count, and you might think, so what about cinemas? That's different because I'm so used to it. I've been in a big crowd of people. If it's like a music gig, if it's a comedy gig, or if it's like going to a rave, bring it on. I love that. It's all it's engaging, it's fun. It's nice to be with a community of people who just want to have fun and cheer on and all that kind of stuff. I love that. But if it's with people on a coach, or if it's like in a small room, and they're all giggling and laughing, which is fine, but I just can't deal with it. It's too loud. I get headaches quickly. I get a bit overwhelmed. I get hot. Best thing I do, I just step outside. I step outside, or just sit outside if I want to, and just cool down. Which is probably why I also prefer to be in a smaller group. I don't mind big groups, but I'd rather be either with another person or a smaller group of people who I can talk with. Anyways, they were chatting on the bus. These girls and my girlfriend as well, who I've been, with the whole time. I've been with her like pretty much 95 to 99% of the time at the beach. They were chatting about boys they want to marry and all that kind of stuff, girl stuff. And I was just kind of, they were laughing, speaking loudly, and I was getting a headache. I heard someone say my name, I was getting more. I was listening to this. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I heard my name, being mentioned, and then I was like, what? No, who said my name? What is going on? And my girlfriend had to explain, like, oh, it's just a bit of fun, bit of joke. I was like, if you say so. And then I had to put my headphones in throughout the rest of that journey because it was getting too much for me. And then afterwards, I started to get mentally panicky. I started to get a bit of anxiety because my girlfriend was not replying to me. I mean, it could be that she was tired or hungry. Um, and then I saw that she was typing in. So the way she was typing was a bit more serious because usually when she puts like hearts and like kisses and love emojis, that's usually when I know that she's happy and she still loves me and all that kind of stuff. But this time, no, it seemed more serious, and I messaged her at one point, and she didn't. She legit did not reply within the next like 5 to 6 hours, and I was getting concerned. I was panicking. I was breathing in and out. I was huffing and puffing. I was genuinely getting very, very anxious, and then I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep until she did reply back, and then it was kind of no different from the serious tone she had. And then I've dropped something. What have I dropped? Oh, hang on. Where's that? I think it was a bin lid. Fair enough. Um. Anyway, so she texted me this morning saying, do you want to talk things out on the Zoom? And I thought, oh no, it's over. And I can't assume that it might not be that. It might not be that. It could be like, oh, can you explain this and that to me? And I was a bit nervous, and then I got a bit emotional, and I got very, very anxious. I was just saying, like, I'm sorry about yesterday, and I don't mean to like do anything to anyone because I'm far too polite and all that. And she was asking, oh, can you explain to me why you had your headphones on? And I said, I was anxious. I had a headache. I was overwhelmed. It was too noisy. And she has something called rejection disorder. I can't remember the full name. It's basically when it's basically an autistic person gets rejection when someone doesn't talk to them, whether it's on purpose or not. And I was not talking to her most of the journey because A, I didn't want to interrupt what she was doing, and B, my head was hurting. And so I explained to her, I would never ignore you, I would never reject you because obviously she means the absolute world to me. I'll do anything for her. I would absolutely, still want to be with her and all that. And I got very emotional. I got very. Well, it feels weird talking about it, but it's just, you got to talk about these things with your significant other. Couples have arguments. I'm sure Meoward and Faye have a few disagreements, but I'm sure other than that, they are a fantastic couple. And from what I've seen on Instagram and from what he told me, I think they're both very, very cute, very, very lovely, and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's great. And I think, me personally, I'm doing just as well as everyone else. And I'm sure Daphne and your partner, whose name I cannot pronounce because I'm not good with names, is it Bulbasaur or something? I'm sure you have disagreements as well. Everyone's been through it. Me and my girlfriend, we've never had arguments. We had disagreements and different opinions. But anyway, so she just wanted me to explain why I was doing that, just to just to make it clear because she wasn't too sure about it. So I was like, yeah, 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 fine. And then she told me about the rejection, just the rejection disorder. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. But then afterwards we were fine. We were just like, okay. I was asking her like, are we still good? Are we still all right together? Still a couple? And she said, yeah, yeah, it's fine. So after that, I was relieved. I was absolutely over the moon. Oh my God, I've been talking so fucking long. Oh my God. Right. Where are we at? Nope. It's not it. Meringue. It's a thing made out of sugar people put on cake. I'm gonna look that up actually because I don't think I've heard of one. I might have seen one, but I mean I don't eat cake. Hmm. If you hear me making that noise, it's because my girlfriend's just texting me. I get happy every time she texts me. I just love her so much. Oh, I love her so much. Like, what was it called again? Lemon something. Right. The truth is a lemon meringue. Well, first I'm going to learn how to pronounce it because I do not know how to pronounce it. Pronunciation. Here we go. Meringue. Oh, a lemon meringue. Oh, right. Gotcha. A lemon meringue. Okay. All right. What is a lemon? Right. Oh, okay. I assume the quote is from a meme or something like that, or Family Guy, because I've never heard that. I'll have to look it up on YouTube and probably watch it later or something. I don't know. I don't even know what the hell that is. Oh, Animat's mentioned a town called Panic in his latest video. The truth is a hang on. Lemon. Fuck off. I don't want to go to that. Is a lemon meringue. Hang on. Oh fuck! Oh, hang on. Eh, can't be asked. Where am I at? Oh, here we go. Right. I'm the same. I'm the same. I'm the same thing as well. If anyone ever tries to hurt my boyfriend, I'm not even fucking playing. They're gonna regret it. I wish you can go. I wish you can make an up. Hang on, what's this? I wish you can make an update. Worst trailer stream this time, going up to 20, and also make a best trailer stream as well. If so, are there any more bad trailers from for you since your worst trailer stream? Smurfs, the one with the influencer Smurf was fucking awful. Um, War of the Worlds is pretty terrible. Worst film of the year. The trailer looks like shit. Yeah, if you were anxious and worried, you can't help putting on headphones to cope. Yeah, other people from the soulmates do it as well. They put headphones on if they you know don't like loud noises. I mean, even like in like pub gigs and like because bands play in pubs and that and singers, they can put it on if it's too loud. See, sure there have been disagreements, but we're still together nonetheless. Hmm. Oh, thanks, dude. We never have arguments. Oh, that's good. That I mean, that shows that you have a very healthy relationship. I mean, you might do it at some point. I don't know. That's not like me, saying, "Oh, you will," just because. I don't know. Some people, I don't know. Some people just find comfort in just being with people and just going along with things. I don't know. Maybe disagreements, but we always come to a good resolution. Well, that's fantastic to hear. Even though this year is a bit better than the last year, you sound like MCL now. God, you know what? She should make her very own year's Discord server. She'd be amazing at that. I don't know if that many people would fucking join. Probably a few newer diversion people saying, "Oh, that year was my favourite. That year was shit, and that one was complete poo." Oh dear. Even even though this year's a bit better than last year, things between my mother and my stepfather. Let's say there have been disagreements thanks to my stepbrother and his wife trying to rule everything. Oh dear. How would you feel if Dog Walker joined Save Summers one day? I would probably be weirded out. A friend of mine, I know a few friends who've watched NC. They know about Dog Walker, and they'd probably just be weirded out. The truth is a lemon. Fuck off. Clank Zoka. The truth is a lemon. Fuck off. 2025. We were talking about arguments yesterday. I told her if we ever did, I'd still love her no matter what because arguments are just part of life. Oh, it's lovely. That's truthful as well because I mean, I haven't told my girlfriend, but I'll probably say, even if we disagree, even if we do this and that, I still love you. It does. Yeah, it's part of life. Everyone goes through it. It is so true. Yeah, and yeah, it is. It is so true. It's so true. Okey-doke. Any questions? I can't think of anything to talk about. Really. Hmm, I'm running out of things to talk about. I've talked about mostly everything. Actually, I could probably talk about the first date, the first few dates I've been with the girlfriend. So we went to a friendship meetup to play a game, a few games at a board game cafe. It's a board game place with a cafe, so it's kind of like a mixture of the two. Um, that's where we got to know each other a bit more, and then we started our first date at the cinema. Obviously, so we saw Superman. I mean, I saw it. I mean, it was my second time. I think her first. From there, it just got bigger. Started holding hands, kissing her on the cheek and stuff like that. Calling her beautiful and everything. She gave me like a little notebook thingy where I can write down, like our little dates and that, a little um, uh, meetups, and I can write down how she makes me feel. It's like a little diary, so that's quite nice. First date, official date, was another cinema trip where we saw Bad Guys 2, my third time, and probably one of the few films I've seen more than twice, which is weird. And then we kissed more, hold hands more, and then leaned in, kiss on the mouth, and I felt so relieved and so happy that it's like a weird new feeling that I never felt before, and it feels very very strange, but it feels good. And yeah, we've been texting each other every single day, and it just feels so wonderful. It just feels so nice, and feels like I feel welcomed. I feel comfortable. I feel hopeful, and all that kind of stuff. Really. Okay. Would you ever want to try 3D animation? Hmm. I wouldn't mind trying it. I don't know if I'd do it for like a job or anything. I prefer 2D, sticking with the flipper clip stuff. I wouldn't mind trying it. If I got used to it, maybe, but yeah, I wouldn't mind trying it. The only time I tried it was with Alice. That 3D program? I used to do that at secondary school, and that was kind of shit. But that's as far as I went. I can't think of any other time if I used it. I didn't use. Did I use it in Flash? No, I didn't use it in Flash. Flash was 2D, 2D Flash. Adobe Flash, I should probably say. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying it. To use it on anything, it depends. So, have you got a favorite horror? Have you got a favorite horror movie? The Lighthouse. I fucking love The Lighthouse. If you've never seen The Lighthouse, if you love psychological weird indie art house horror, watch The Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, directed by Robert Eggers. Fantastic film. Disturbing, creepy, creative, original, awesome, just awesome, awesome movie. Did you fart? What that? I'm just making just making a noise with my mouth. It does sound like a fart. Oh, excuse me. It's quite loud, isn't it? My mother and stepfather almost got a divorce. Me, my mum, and sister had to be neat and everything while we had to get used to their mess. I was so close to booking a plane ticket at one point. Oh, right, yeah. I felt like that at one point. I felt like just getting away from my parents because they're split. If you don't know, they are split. And I had anxiety into 2023. But this year's been a lot better because of my girlfriend and all that. She's just made me feel more happier than ever. Yeah. I just saw a fucking message from me Howard on this. It's made me giggle. Hey man. Oh, hello. It's Alex McLeod. McLeod. Is that Scottish? Is it a Scottish name? Because it sounds Scottish. Where's my water bottle gone? Hang on one second. Oh shit! I knock it over. Oh, it's on my fucking bed. Right. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. How much? Oh shit! I got about 37% on that fucking thing on the phone. Any foods from other cultures would you like to try out? I'd like to try Mexican food. I'm not counting ones you get at a restaurant like Chiquillos or whatever. I've got the name of the restaurant, but I like to try stuff from Mexico, Spain, Poland. All that. Even Japan, China. Yeah, I would like to try those. I have tried Chinese food, but it's just more like made in this country. I don't even know if they make it like that in their original country, but I'm sure they have. I don't know, Denmark. Most countries I would happily try. Whether I would like it or not, I don't know. How would you feel if one day they reissued The Lighthouse at your local cinema, but when you got in to see it, they actually edited Elton John into the film? That'd be the funniest fucking shit. Oh my god. Willem Dafoe would be dancing to. He'd be doing the dooby dabby doo, yeah, dooby dabby doo dance with the sea shanty dance to I'm Still Standing. Oh my god, that'd be the fucking greatest film I've ever seen. The Lighthouse starring Elton John. My god, that'd be a fucking different movie. Um, yes, I'm Scottish. Oh, nice. Alex McLeod. Lovely. Me too. A. Smith, the parody me. Are you? I thought you were. Are you Scottish? I could have swore. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have swore you were British. Because I have seen a select few of videos where you were speaking in an English accent. Are you half Scottish or something? Do you have Scottish heritage? My friend, Wolfman 474. Shit, I can't speak. Wolfman 407 dash, because he's half Scottish. Subscribe to him, by the way. He makes dank, dope videos. Scotland is British technically. Yeah, yeah, you know what I meant. Well, I live in Scotland, but I'm British. Scotland is British technically. You know what I meant. Yeah, it's in the same. You know, it's in this. They're all part of one, but yeah, you know what I meant. I can't speak. That's why I can't think. I mainly get the steak tacos. The tacos have those soft tortillas from actual meat with chilarentos and chopped onions. Delicious. Oh, that sounds lovely. I just want to go to Taco Bell again. Taco Bell. I legit forgot we had a Taco Bell in town. I should probably go to it one time. Haven't been to it in, I think, just a year. I'm also trying to improve on speaking Spanish since, of course, my family is in fact from Mexico. Yeah, I can pick up from your accent that I can hear it in there. But I like to learn more Spanish. I've got Translate on here, so sorry, give me a second. Girlfriend's texting again. Oh, I'm very relieved because I generally thought our relationship was over, but it wasn't. I did get a little bit worried, so I'm glad I got it out. Yeah. Still got to buy some stuff for her birthday because I bought a few things. I've also drew her a card as well. So Oh, it's just like a little bubble of happiness just talking to your significant other. Always good. It's a good sign. Mhm. Okay. I wish I met popular actors from Scotland like David Tennant. I can't do. I wish I can do his voice because his voice is too good. Peter Capaldi, Ewan McGregor, and James McAvoy. All four of them I really like. I want to meet David Tennant. He's one of my favourite actors. The one person I do want to meet is Simon Pegg because I fucking love Simon Pegg. He's my favourite actor. I, that'd be a dream come true. I was rewatching Hammer and Tong's collection DVD the other night. Oh, sweet, you got that as well. Yeah, I've still got that. It took me a few attempts to watch all of it because I tend to procrastinate a lot, and also I don't like watching stuff at night because I just nod off. Yeah, I've got that. Yep. Hammer and Tongs, Garth Jennings and Nick Goldsmith. Yep. Like I said, met and chatted Gareth at a hotel in London in 2017. That's really fucking cool. That's cool. You met Garth Jennings. I think this was when he was promoting the Illumination film Sing, right? Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. If you haven't watched Son of Rambo, if anyone here hasn't watched Son of Rambo, watch it. It's so good. I haven't seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, so I can't say, but it's really good. I think Hammer and Tong should probably work on something next. They did promote a town called Panic, which I think Alex, you commented on that the interview with Alex Fitch. Yeah, two Alexes. Huh? Yeah. Um, I need to rewatch that. I got the film on. I got the film. Literally, the DVD's in my Xbox. I'm going to rewatch it at some point because I love A Town Called Panic. It's fucking awesome. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's amazing. It's one of the most. It's one of the funniest animated films I've seen, and the series is good as well. Okay, let me just catch up. Would you feel weirded out if a big lanky bloke came up to you when you were out with your mother and asked if she was single? I would, because it'd be weird to see one of my parents with someone else, but I'd be fine with it as long as the bloke is nice, I guess. Have you ever seen a BBC show called The Thick of It? It stars Peter Capaldi as Malcolm Tucker. Mind you, it's his most outrageous performance in his career. That's what he was known for before Doctor Who and possibly Suicide Squad. I need a drink, hang on, my throat's burning up. Oh, excuse me. The show also received a spin-off movie called In the Loop. I've seen In the Loop. I really like that film. I need to watch it. I need to watch The Thick of It as well. I have tried to watch Here We Go, that BBC sitcom with Jim. I can't remember his surname. Jim Holswick from Horrible Histories, Catherine Parkinson, Tom Basden from Ballad of Ice Island, which is also a film I also recommend watching as well. Um, yeah, I like that is a good series. I've only watched season one, most of it, and I it's one of those shows I just kind of stopped for a while because I was like, yeah, this is we live in a time where everything is just kind of PC and it's nothing's offensive or out there, which I miss very much. Not against PC stuff. It just would have been funnier. So I will, I will watch The Thick of It because I've seen clips of it. I've seen the funniest one I've seen is when Peter Capaldi is explaining Star Wars. He's explaining the lore of Star Wars, and he says, "Oh, it's the one with the fucking Legos." It's like, what it's like, what do you think of Star Wars? It's like Lego. That's literally the first introduction to Star Wars for me is Lego, so it resonates with me. Um, my friend did suggest Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss, but not 100% sure because I do like Vivi Pop's style. The style is fantastic. I Just couldn't get into everything else. It's too edgy for my liking. I've seen the 3 episodes of A Town Called Panic on the Aardman's Dark Side DVD, and they're great. If you look on my bio in my YouTube channel, there's a link. There's a link to my Google Drive where I upload archive stuff from shows and stuff. There's a whole bunch of Town Called Panic episodes on there. I didn't get all of them. I got most of them. There was one episode I couldn't get because the English dub. And yes, I did get the English version, which is all I could find. There's nowhere to watch these, as far as I know, other than Kiss Cartoon. And they're on there, so give them a watch if you haven't already. So I need to watch them actually as well. So I'd rather watch War of the Worlds than Hazbin Hotel. You know what? As much as I really hate that fucking movie, War of the Worlds is fucking shit. It is so bad. I would rather watch that with friends, drunk, drinking. It'd probably be more fun if you're drunk, but I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. No idea. But yeah, I don't know if I really want to watch Hazbin Hotel. It's just not my kind of thing. I mean, I've watched Fixed, and that wasn't that great either. All what I've seen of War of the Worlds is the 2005 movie with Tom Cruise. I'm not surprised. You're not missing much with the Ice Cube movie. It's fucking shit. How would you feel if a security guard at the airport has been eating quavers and had crisp dust all over his hand? If his hand was handing your passport, I'd just say, "Oh, go fucking wash your hands, crisp dust." I remember something like this in one of my previous streams, I think, or was it on your server? I can't remember what the context was, but yeah, or was it MCL? I can't remember. You had a thing for crisp dust or something. God, this is all coming back to me. It's very weird. The funniest shit that has happened on Discord was when I mentioned my kids. Someone called my kids ugly. Well, that's honest brutality right there. So, in response, I responded with a gif of Dwayne Johnson running towards someone, and they tell me to put on a shirt. There are kids around here as a joke. Oh fuck! I also broke the code of conduct at the cinema recently, unfortunately. So I saw the Roses, not the Michael Roses, not the Michael Roses, the Roses last Saturday, and I actually went to the toilet at the very start of the film. Not the very start, just kind of like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, about 15 minutes in, and I'm probably going to try and watch it again because I don't go to the toilet during films unless there's nothing going on or unless I'm bored. Then that's a different matter. But otherwise, I do try and watch them all the way through. I drink, eat, go to the loo first, and then if I have a drink with me in the cinema, I'll just drink it during the ads and trailers, and then just keep quiet throughout it. I have seen a few people on their phones in the cinema, which annoys me, which is why I switched from the lights to Picture House because it's just way better. Hello, Michael Rosen Pro Max 360. Since you mentioned Michael Rosen, yep. I honestly think The Impossible is such a lovely disaster film. I love my bad films to be disastrous. It's fantastic. Okay. I honestly think The Impossible is such a lovely disaster movie where it stars Naomi Watts, Ewan McGregor, Tom Holland, Samuel Jocelyn, and Oakley Pendergast. The family in this movie is so lovely. I have not seen it. I have seen the director's two. I've only seen two films from that director. A Monster Calls, which is fantastic. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, not so fantastic. Hammer and Tongs pitched a sitcom to Paramount Comedy Central, now Comedy Central, in 2001 called Bouncing Checks, in which Garth said to me, "It's basically LOLO set in a sex shop in 1970s Prague." Oh, that actually sounds quite good. I mean, if it's Garth Jennings and Nick Goldsmith, Hammer and Tongs, then yeah, that sounds amazing. Talking of Samuel Josh, who plays Thomas in The Impossible, he also played Jonathan in Paddington. Oh, I actually did not know that. As for Tom Holland, it was his debut, and he's current Spider-Man. No shit, everyone knows that. Someone even said, "I fucking love Michael Rowson," and the person who told me to put on a shirt or went like, "If you love Mr. Rosen so much, why don't you marry him?" I was dying of laughter. I could hear the laughter going on in your little tiny head. It's pretty funny. How would you feel if someone at Safer Soulmates? I think you put it on purpose, but whatever. Oh, I'm getting tired. Oh dear. I started printing out many pages of Rule 34 of the animated film 9. There's Rule 34 of 9? Actually, why am I shocked? I'm not surprised in a way, because there's always Rule 34 or something, and it's not that good. So it would be weird. So let's go open the YouTube app on the phone again. Yep. Okay. Butterflies in my face. Alright, here we go. What are we going here? When The Impossible was being made, it was during the time when. Hang when The Impossible was being made, it was during the time when Tom Holland was a kid. I think he was very cute as Lucas in the film. Sorry, did you just call young Tom Holland cute? That's a bit sus, mate. Bit weird. When the okay, I've read that. He even showed me the script of the pilot, and I was laughing my ass off. Oh, it sounds really good. I kind of wish he would have released it because it sounds intriguing. Have you ever heard of Teo the Little Bus? I don't think so. When I saw Samuel Josh in Paddington 2, he was starting to grow up. His voice sounded like Harry Potter here. What? It sounds nothing like Daniel Radcliffe. What are you on about, mate? Now in Paddington in Peru, he's all grown up. No kidding. Nope. Garth Jennings was going to write the pilot, and his pal Edgar Wright direct. Oh, mate, Edgar Wright. Yes. I'm gonna try and see The Running Man when it comes out because only because it's directed by him. So I watched a film recently called Sightseers, in which people are sightseeing, and it's actually quite dark. And it's directed by Ben Wheatley, and Edgar Wright produced it, so that's good. Yeah. That sounds like a match made. A match made in heaven. Shame didn't. Um, yeah, that sounded great. That pilot to that TV series. Yeah. He looks so handsome here. I don't know where here is, but okay. And his voice sounded like one of my YouTube friends, Sodor Railway Studios. Why do I get the feeling that you're a Thomas fanatic? I think you are a Thomas fanatic, right? Sodor Rail Studios. Yeah, you're one of those people, right? Yeah. This recent Friday night, I was playing Jackbox with some of my friends. Someone said in a minigame, "Can we sex?" And the host went, "Please make this a motivational speech. I'm emotional." I asked because I was considering devoting my life to making Rule 34 of Taylor Little Bus and Thomas the Tank Engine fucking, but Rule 34 is banned in England. Oh, is it? I mean, not that I'm disappointed. I don't give a fuck about Rule 34. Disgusting, yeah, but people are weird. I'm sorry, what the fuck? I need to clean my ears out with Q-tips real quick. I need to look away because I feel disgusted. Just reading that, it's just no. I just think Samuel Jackson's one way. I just think Samuel. I keep saying Samuel Jackson. No, Samuel Jocelyn is one of my absolute favourite kid actors. He was very cute when he was Thomas in The Impossible, which we established, and Jonathan in the first Paddington. I think that's a bit weird. You call a young child cute. That is a little bit sus, but all right. I haven't seen The Impossible. I'm probably not going to watch it because I kind of know what happens in it. I mean, I don't look up spoilers, but I have a rough idea. Mm, mm. What time is it? Right, I'm going to give it about maybe 7 more minutes and then I'll call it a night. Every time I see the name Samuel Jackson, I only think of go to fuck to sleep. Yeah, go to fuck to sleep. Why do you keep calling him cute? I know that's weird. My friend CJ would say the same thing, and he's also a Thomas fanatic as well. He would say like, "Oh, that person was cute when he was young." I'm not being rude, but Thomas fans are probably the most unusual people I've ever encountered. And I mean, I used to be a Thomas fan, but then I stopped and I grew a consciousness. Okay, I'm good. Fucking hell, turn it around. Turn the penis around. I'm starting to get quite sweaty. Oops. Bubble. Okay. How would you feel if you walked in on a friend masturbating to DeviantArt pictures? I asked because on my work experience, I once caught someone looking at DeviantArt porn during his workshop sessions. I would be disgusted. I'd just tell him to get the fuck out. I'd freak out. Yep. Remind me to read that book out later. Book out loud to a nearby Trump supporter later on. Bad news. Go the to sleep was used for a BBC bedtime story with a load of bleeping in it, in which it came from 4 film stars who forgot their names. This was for comic relief in the 2020s. I know what it is, and also you can just say you don't have to censor the word fuck. You can just say it. I don't I don't get money from making videos, so I'm not going to get demonetized or anything like that. So it'll be fine. Also, the other night, my friend kept shaking me just because I was snoring too loud. Lame. Do you like super furry animals? Do you mean like furries or just animals, or do you mean? Because if you mean furries, then I don't mind furries too much. I mean, I'm not a furry myself, but it's like, whatever. If you want to be one, then that's absolutely fine. But I don't know. Just do explain. Sorry, I'm just sending a message to someone. Alright, I'm going to sit up. I'm getting quite hot. Oh, well, not hot as in hot, not hot food. Just spicy. That's spicy. Sweaty, you know. Okay. I'm just about to go off soon. Oh, there we go. Cock, 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 cock. I start saying random things when I'm tired. It's like being drunk. As in the band, Super Furry. I don't know. Hang on, let me look them up. Hang on a second. Hold on a second. Hang on, let me just. Super furry animals, right? Oh, I, who are they? A Welsh rock band formed in Cardiff. In 1993. Okay. I don't. I don't know if I've listened to a song from them. How would you feel if Wolfman came out as a furry and began dressing up as a wolf everywhere he went? I'd be a bit weirded out, but it'd be fine. One of my closest friends is slowly getting into furries. Lol. Oh my god. Okay, if you've got any more questions, bring them in now because I'm going to be wrapping up very soon. So, my dad snores too loudly sometimes when I sleep close to him. Well, obviously, because people snore. It always happens when I visit my grandparents. I'm saying this because I sleep in a bedroom quite close to where my parents sleep. Hot food. Round of applause to the legendary Clank. Oh, you're too kind. Thank you. Cheers. If Michael Rosen had kids, that means he had sex. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you envy his wife? Oh, God. Do I dare answer this? No comment. I need to turn the fan on. Give me a second. Oh, I'm sweating like fucking hell. Oh. If you hear a lot of noise, it's because I put the fan on. I'm quite hot. Good to tell that server I'm about. In the. Hang on. Hang on a second. Hang on. Gonna tell that server I'm in about Big Daddy Michael Logan just for a joke. After the stream ends. Yeah, go ahead. I told everyone about you and they legit got excited. Did they now? Do they know I'm a superior Michael Rosen fan? That's quite impressive. When I used to sleep in my grand's, I had to sleep in the same bed as my parents, even though when I was older, because there was no other beds in the house. Oh dear, that's not good, is it? Deary me. Oh, no. All right, it's coming up to 9 o'clock, so I'm going to call it quits. Thank for US President 2028. I have to be a US citizen for that. Yeah, but good idea. Anyways, thank you to those who came to the stream. It's been pretty fun. Oh, been a bit weird. My toe just cracked. It's been a bit strange on the iPad, but hopefully soon or at some point I'll get the laptop back and then we'll do this again in October at some point. Hopefully. Is that the Jet 2 holiday is still going? Oh, don't fucking remind me of that. But yeah, anyways, thank you, Meowwood. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Daphne. I don't know who else. A. Smith, I guess. Yeah, thank you for coming. It's been pretty fun. But now, all good things must come to an end. So I'll see you all in the next episode of Want Some Catch Up. Or was it Want to Catch Up? How do I want some catch up? Why do I think. No, this is the second episode, that's why. I'm being weird. I'm being very strange. Great stream tonight, Clank. Have a good night. Yeah, you too. Thanks for coming. Bye, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. and have a very good weekend. Yeah, weekend, and also a good week as well. So goodbye. How do I end the stream? Oh, there we go. Bye. 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 Ah!